Lazaro has made a good run here. Big chance for him. Oh, Lazaro. Oh, that is one of the most lethal finishes. You'll see the keeper didn't even move for that. Lautaro finding Moussa Diaby. Another cross maybe for Romelu Lukaku. That's a good ball. Lukaku with a powerful header. So this is it, guys. I think the game that we've all been waiting for in this series. Inter Milan versus Juventus. We're playing them at home, so this should be an exciting one at the San Siro. It's kind of a weird situation that we're playing Juventus in because we're top of the league with 31 points and Juventus struggling in 6th place with 23. So we're up against Ronaldo today and I think we're probably favourites for this one. Should be a cracking game of football in the Serie A. Apart from that Juventus game, we've of course got the Champions League to focus on where we're not really doing all that well. Third in the group, we've got to try and up our game. Also, since we're getting closer and closer to the transfer window, we got to start discussing transfers, about a potential Coutinho deal, about selling ERIKSEN. More on that in today's episode. Lots to do in this one, so drop a like on the video if you're enjoying this series, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's kick things off. Also guys, if you want to join my Discord server, it's a super fun community. Links will be in the description, so yeah, get involved. Press conference to kick off the episode. You guys can get involved as well by dropping in your comments down in the comments section. What are your thoughts on the attacking duo of Lautaro Martinez and Romelu Lukaku so far? Unbelievable. Lautaro has scored 13 times in 16 games with an average rating of 8.1. Romelu Lukaku pretty close with 11 goals in 14 games. The two of them are just unstoppable. Like it's honestly such a good partnership. Together they literally like complement each other so well. Lautaro being the nimble striker, the one who's super aggressive, can dribble a lot. Lukaku being the big man up top to hold up the play. Just works out brilliantly in the formation we're using. So I am genuinely loving this partnership and hopefully they'll continue to score a ton of goals for us. Next up, how many trophies do you think you can win with this team this year? I'll be real with you guys. I've set my sights on the Serie A. I feel like with Juventus underperforming so much and AC Milan by the looks of it being our only competition, this is a good year for us to try and win the Serie A and I'm gonna give 100%. Maybe the cup as well, but the Serie A is my goal for this season. Champions League, I feel like we're not there yet. Like Real Madrid completely outclassed us in the last episode and that just puts things into perspective. So we're gunning for the Serie A at the very least and we'll see whatever happens in the Champions League. Next up, introduce something like an emergency signing for major injuries or when it's absolutely necessary. I don't want to do that, guys. I want to stick to this rule of just 2 signings during the summer window and 1 during the January window. It just makes things more interesting and creates more scenarios for us having to maybe, recall players from their loan spell or just give youngsters more opportunities when big players get injured. And it'll just allow us to use more of our complete squad and it'll make things more dramatic. So I want to keep things as is for the transfer rule. Trust me guys, this series is going to be a longer series with more fun if we keep this challenge or rule up because it just makes things more difficult for us. And we do love a good challenge, so I'm going to keep things as is and let's get on with the video. Once again, it's Romelu Lukaku who picks up the player of the episode. What I'm telling you, man, he is just a monster up top. The goals he scores, the way he holds up the play, he just complements our team. So where last episode again, he scored a ton of goals and picks up his 2nd player of the episode award. Okay guys, before we get any further in this episode, one thing I definitely want to do, it pains me to do this, but I think we're going to be putting ERIKSEN on the transfer list. In real life, I think we all know he's going to be leaving Inter Milan. Things just haven't worked out well for him. We're going to take a big call here and transfer list ERIKSEN, try and get him sold for hopefully good money. He's worth about 30 million. If I can get that amount for him, we could maybe make the Coutinho offer in January because you guys want me to make it happen to revive his career. The storyline with Coutinho will be epic. I have transfer listed ERIKSEN and we're going to try and sell him soon. It'll take a few weeks or so, I believe, but yeah, that's going to happen soon. And Coutinho may be the man to replace him. That's of course not decided, but he's definitely one of the front runners. Today's episode's challenge has got a lot riding on it because the objective is to beat Juventus, which sounds simple, but if we don't beat Juventus, that's where things get difficult. We're gonna have to stimulate our next Champions League game, and you guys know we're 3rd in the Champions League group. If we sim this game against Shakhtar and we somehow lose, oh god, it'll not be good because we're definitely getting knocked out of the Champions League then. So we've got to beat Juventus to keep things in our hands. Otherwise, we're going to have to rely on EA's AI and I do not want to do that. So Yeah, we better beat Juventus. Okay guys, it's now time to take on Cristiano Ronaldo's Juventus, and I'm super excited for this one. It's funny how bad Juventus have been this season. They're 6th, 23 points, but of course if they beat us, they'll close the gap down to 5 points. But we've got such a healthy lead over Juventus at this stage of the season. I'm honestly surprised, and I intend to keep it that way though. We're not messing about with the team at all. It's literally my first team. Lautaro, Lukaku, Hakimi, all of them starting. Even though Eriksen's future is still up in the air, we're still starting him. He's probably our best midfielder at the club, so we're still going to use him. At the back, Skriniar, De Vrij, Pau Torres is going up in his overall. That is our team. Now, looking at Juventus, as you know, we've got the Juventus licenses in this mod. Of course, their name will still be Piemonte Calcio, but we've got the kits and all sorted, so that's amazing. But there you go. Cristiano Ronaldo up top for them. He's going to be the danger man. They've got Arthur Melo, former Barca player, in there. Chiellini at the back, De Ligt as well. They've got a good team, and they're rocking a 4-4-2 formation, which is interesting. Let's see how this works for them. And here we go. The big game has kicked off against Juventus with Lukaku holding up the ball really well, looking for Lautaro. If he can get it on his right foot here, that'll be really good. The dribbling is on point there, but I've just got to go backwards because Juventus defended that really well. But the ball fired into Lukaku. The hold-up play is there. Tries to find Lautaro, but Eriksen tries to pass in. It's chaos all round. And I think Juventus are finally going to get the ball away. But that was hilarious. Oh, looking for the long ball for Ronaldo. It's going to work. Ronaldo controls it brilliantly with the touch. But that is phenomenal defending from Skriniar to stop Ronaldo from even getting the shot off. Campaign to remember for Ronaldo. Look at these stats. 0.8 goals in his last 5 games. And his projected tally is 28. So, yeah, Ronaldo is having a usual good season for Juventus. So, he is still the danger man for them. But Eriksen now looking for Hakimi. Come on, let's see if we can maybe whip in a cross for Romelu Lukaku here. That's not going to work, but we should still get the ball. Nope, Alexandro gets it away. Juventus on the attack with Cristiano Ronaldo. Back for Arthur Melo, slowing the play down. Rabiot now. Ronaldo again, playing a bit deeper. Tries to get past me, and he does so. Finds Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi looking to bring it inside. That is solid defending from De Vrij as we do get the ball away. That's brilliantly done. And now on the break, we could do something. Here goes Lautaro Martinez. Does he have the pace to beat De Ligt? He just about has. Difficult angle, but I'm still going for goal. Szczesny with a big save. Lukaku keeps it in. Looks for Achraf Hakimi. A cross back in. It's decent. Moussa Diaby's header. That was too difficult for Diaby. There was way too much pace, and there just wasn't enough time for Diaby to do anything. So, end-to-end stuff here against Juve. Gets past me. Really nice there. Looks to pass for Ronaldo. Ronaldo shoots. That is a massive save from Handanovic, which he's done all season long. In key moments, Handanovic has really bailed us out. Ronaldo was surely going to score that if not for Handanovic's brilliance. That was superb from him. And now on the other end of the pitch, we could start a counter. Here goes Lautaro Martinez. Could look for a cross for Lukaku. That's a decent delivery. Probably not, as we should have done better with that. Oh, Brozovic here. A bit of space for Brozovic. Gets past this man. Strikes it well. Forces Szczesny to make a good save. I just saw so much open space that I felt like, you know what, let's just give it a go. But Wojciech Szczesny is a good keeper, and he made a decent save there. Oh, here's Barella in open space. I'm just going to go for the finesse shot, and that almost bamboozled the keeper and the Juve defense. It just wasn't on target. For the moment, I thought that might just sneak in, but that didn't happen. Now looks for Eriksen. Oh my god, I completely took out someone there with Eriksen. That's not good news. I don't know why I did that, but it looks like potentially a yellow or maybe even a red card. It's not even a booking. Yo, Eriksen got super lucky with that one. That looked like a red card challenge for me. Yo, we got lucky there. Now Ronaldo on the break. Still Cristiano Ronaldo. That's another good challenge as we get the ball away really easily. Ronaldo's having a bit of a shocker, I'm not going to lie. Half-time against Juve, and a lot has happened in this game, honestly. Chances are flying in for both sides. But of course, it's still 0-0. Let's see what the second half brings. Remember, if we draw this game, although we'll be in a good position in the Serie A still, we're going to have to simulate the next Champions League game. So, yeah, I want to try and get that winner somehow. Chance for Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo going for goal. Skriniar had to put in that challenge. It was a good block. Ronaldo's left-footed shot could have gone anywhere, so I'm glad Skriniar was there. It is a corner for us, and we've got to block the movement of Ronaldo. Are they going to take it short? They're not, but that should be away. No, De Ligt's header. Wow, there was a lot of power behind that. Thankfully off target. Morata. Ronaldo in space. We've got to block him from turning. He has turned me there. Ronaldo looks for Payet. Dimitri Payet playing for Juve. Payet going for goal. Again, good defending from Skriniar, who's been solid all game long. Now Morata, on the turn, tries to shoot. Another good block from our defender. Tell you what, defensively, we've been absolutely sensational in this one. Ronaldo looks for Arthur. Oh, that is a phenomenal pass from Morata. Handanovic, you absolute god. He is one of the best keepers I've used this year. The saves he's making, it's just crazy, guys. And he keeps the scoreline at 0-0. Unreal. We should be a goal down in this game at the very least. It's just been sensational from Handanovic. Arthur Melo looks for Cristiano Ronaldo. We got to block the shot. Ronaldo still on the ball. Morata finds space to shoot yet again. Handanovic with the save. Pirlo must be thinking, what on earth is happening? Like, how is his side not in the lead here? Handanovic has had a masterclass, I'm telling you, man, honestly. Arthur Melo on the ball. Still Arthur. Still Arthur looks inside for... Who is that guy? Kulusevski? He almost scored because that came off the post there. Wow, that was close. We could have easily been 3 or 4-0 down in this game. I don't know what's happening. And now on the break, we might have a chance. Here goes Lautaro Martinez. Looks for Lukaku. Ah, that pass was so bad. We've got to make the most of any chance we get. Looks for Cristiano Ronaldo. Again, we've got to block the shooting angles, which we've done really well. And De Vrij with a good defensive challenge as we do get the ball away nicely. This has been a difficult game, but I think it's going to end in a draw. Unless we can do something with the last attack of the game. Nope, we're not going to get that ball. And that's going to be full time. A 0-0 scoreline against Juventus. Honestly, with the way this game went, I'll take it. Because Juventus had all the best chances. Handanovic literally saved our skin here. Honestly, what a performance from our keeper in this one. Saying that, because it's a 0-0 draw, we failed our objective for today already. Yup. The objective was to beat Juventus. We couldn't do that. And now we're going to have to sim our next Champions League game. Hopefully that won't cost us, man. Because if it does, I'll be really angry. But thankfully, it's a point for us against Juventus, which I'll happily take. So because of that draw, we've dropped down another spot in this area. It's AC Milan league leaders right now. They're on 33 points. They're still unbeaten in the league, which is crazy. But we're pretty close to them. Just 1 point off them. So yeah, the title race is crazy in this area this season. For now though, we go right into the Champions League in a weird spot because we're third in the group. Thankfully, the game we have to simulate is against Shakhtar, which we should be able to win even if we quick sim it. But if it was against Gladbach, I'd be fretting. But thankfully, the game against Gladbach we'll play in this episode. So we can still, we can still qualify regardless of whatever happens against Shakhtar. But you'd think with my first team, we should be able to get a win against them. We're absolutely not taking any chances against Shakhtar. Using my first and strongest team against them to quick sim this one. Let's get the win, and oh my god, is this a relief. We get a 2-0 win against them. Alexis Sanchez scoring as well as Skriniar. That's interesting. Job done. That's big 3 points for us in the Champions League. So the forfeit has actually benefited us. Well, I think Gladbach can still qualify if they beat us in that final game, so there's still a lot to play for. Real Madrid are basically going to top this group. We're going to finish second. That's if we can get a decent result against Gladbach when that game is played. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It's going to be in this episode itself. So we'll wrap up the group stages in this one. Okay guys, an offer has just come in from RB Leipzig for Christian Eriksen. 33 million is the deal. And we're negotiating right now. If the right money comes in, we're going to accept this and hopefully make a move on Coutinho. So let's counter with about 38 million for him. I feel like that's a fair offer for a 28-year-old Christian Eriksen. We'll see if that works. They're willing to pay 36.4. Let's counter that a bit and just mess with them and charge them like 37.5. That should work. Come on, 37.5 million for Eriksen is a good deal. It is. Now the things that is left is whether RB Leipzig are going to wrap the deal up with Eriksen. We'll see, but yeah, 37.5 million for Eriksen seems like a good deal for me. As I said, it's realistic to sell him and that's why we're doing it. I definitely feel like Felipe Coutinho has to be the man to replace Eriksen. You know, the storyline of trying to revive his career would be a lot of fun. He's got the 5-star skills as well, so he'll add a lot to our midfield. I want to make this happen, guys. I desperately do. And he should be available for a cheap price. When we're closer to January, we'll start thinking about making this deal happen. Also, guys, a couple more transfers have gone through. I've tried to sell D'Ambrosio for quite a while because I don't think we need him in the club. We've got Hakimi, Lazaro, who can all play in that position, and even Darmian. So it just didn't make sense keeping him. So we have sold him for about 5 million. So that's awesome. Ashley Young also has been sold. He's going back to England to Fulham for about 1.9 million. So some good business. We're clearing out a lot of the deadwood at the club. Can we get the dub? We just about can. Lukaku scoring the winner for us. João Mario scored in this one as well. See, he's showing his value for us in games like this. So 2-1 against Sassuolo. They have surely changed their badge because I don't remember Sassuolo having that as their club badge, or maybe I just don't remember, I don't know, but 2-1 against Sassuolo is the result. AC Milan still a point above us in the Serie A on 36, and our next game is a challenging one against Napoli. We of course drew that game against Juventus, and we need to get back to winning ways on the pitch, so we're up against Napoli. Let's go out there and hopefully beat them to keep the pressure on AC Milan. It's a big game for us in the Serie A, and that's why I'm sticking with my tried and trusted first 11. Not experimenting at all with the lineup, and that's the team we're up against. Napoli looking decent with Insigne in the team. They've got Mertens, they've got a strong midfield of Bakayoko and Lobotka, Koulibaly and Manolas at the back. Their defense might be the most OP defense in the Serie A. Russello is rapid, two strong defenders. They've got Lozano up top. That's a phenomenal Napoli side. This is going to be a challenge. In the game against Juventus, we really didn't create many chances, and if not for Handanovic, we would have easily lost that game. This game needs to be a bit different. I want to create chances. I want to take the game to Napoli. We can't just sit back and hope for a miracle from Handanovic in this one. So yeah, I'm expecting more things. Oh my god, what was that? That's not a good sign for this game, honestly. The ball bouncing off Skriniar like that. Bakayoko now looks for Lobotka. That's a good pass in. Hakimi can't get there. Mertens does. Lorenzo Insigne on the charge. Looks inside. That is awful defending. How did I just completely let my defense just vanish there? Where was Skriniar? Where was De Vrij? And where was Pau Torres? Like, where were they during this attack? Like, honestly, have a look at this. They were all... Look at Skriniar get just dragged away by Mertens' run. That was awful from him. And then Insigne 1v1. He ain't going to mess up. And this time Handanovic couldn't bail us out. It's 1-0 Napoli. Just what we didn't need. Oh, this is going to be a long 90 minutes of football. Oh, that is a lovely pass for Moussa Diaby. Go on, Diaby. Could maybe put in a cross for Lautaro. I've done exactly that. That was the wrong thing to do. I should have just fired that one in with Diaby. You never know. It could have gone in. Lautaro's run was just marked so well by Koulibaly and Manolas. When you're up against defenders like that, you've just got to try and do something extra, because otherwise we won't be able to score. Koulibaly and Manolas are so OP on this game. Oh, Moussa Diaby has broken through yet again. Diaby this time crossing is the right option for Romelu Lukaku. Powerful header yet again from him. And it's another assist for Moussa Diaby in the Serie A. Inter Milan back on level terms just before halftime as well. This is such a similar goal to what we scored in this series, because Diaby making that bombing run down the flank, a cross in for Lukaku, and 90% of the time he's going to win the battle. Look at his movement there. Just got ahead of Koulibaly, and then just all he had to do was connect with the ball. The ball had enough pace on it to, fired itself back into the net, and well, Lukaku just guided that one home. What a header from him. The Belgian scores yet again in the Serie A, and we're back on level terms with Napoli. Not gonna lie, one thing I've noticed in this team is that we're lacking the contribution from maybe the midfield. I'm not seeing ERIKSEN or even Barella make that many runs forward and score that many goals. Maybe having a Felipe Coutinho in the team would help change that. We'll see, but a dangerous cross coming in. Milik almost got that diving header just about right, but thankfully it goes wide. But as I was saying, I think for us to, be more dominant and effective, we need to have our midfielders contributing as well. Coutinho might just be able to do that, so we'll see. But for now, things are heavily reliant on Lukaku and Lautaro for the goals. Lorenzo Insigne controls that well. Look at the pace from him. There's no way Brozovic is catching up to Lorenzo Insigne. The cross comes in. It's a decent one, and Barella helps us out massively there to get the ball away. That was definitely intense. For a moment I thought we were going to concede, but now on the other end of the pitch, I couldn't send Hakimi through there. I'm not going to lie, this hasn't been Lautaro Martinez's night, so I'm going to bring him on for Alexis Sanchez. Remember, Sanchez did score that winner when he was brought on against Madrid. Something similar in this one would be nice. And also bringing off ERIKSEN for João Mario. Osimhen has broken through. This is not good for us. I couldn't get near him. Skriniar tried his level best, but... oh, man. We're going to actually lose this game, aren't we? My God, against the big teams this season, we really haven't delivered. I remember against AC Milan, it was a 3-all draw. A draw against Juventus, and now potentially a loss to Napoli. We cannot let this happen, guys. What was I even doing there with Skriniar? I don't even know. But we're 2-1 down to Napoli with about 15 minutes to go. From somewhere, we're going to have to find something. I want to get at least a point from this fixture. We cannot let Milan improve their advantage more and more. There you go, guys. Full time. And it's a big defeat for us in the Serie A. This does not help our cause at all in the Serie A, because massive 3 points gone. AC Milan have probably won their game and now they'll increase their gap to 4 freaking points, man. I'm really annoyed with myself with this defeat, but the Serie A isn't an easy league with teams like Napoli, Milan, and of course, you've got Juventus and all. We're gonna drop points, but this sucks because I feel like we could have beaten them. Yup, it is a 4-point gap now between us and AC Milan. They're unbeaten after 15 games in the league. I don't know how Milan are doing it, but that's the scene with them. Roma now just a couple of points off us. Torino 3, and Juventus are slowly but surely making it back in the title race. This is going to be a phenomenal season for the Serie A. I'm just hoping AC Milan start dropping a few points. For now though, it's time to wrap up the Champions League group stages. It's not been a good episode for the Serie A for us, so let's hope we can wrap up qualification in the Champions League. Now, what happened in our first game with Borussia Mönchengladbach, because that will really decide the scene for us. So it was a 2-2 draw against them at San Siro. That means if we lose to Borussia Mönchengladbach, they'll have a better head-to-head record than us and they'll go through. Yep, that's the scene. So we've got to get either a draw or a win against them. Otherwise, we're going to the Europa League and nobody wants to go to the Europa League. So we've got to beat Gladbach. Now, we've had to rotate the squad just a little bit for this one, but most of the first team players are all involved here, which is awesome to see. And that is the Gladbach team we're facing. They've got some good players with Thuram in there, Player, Stindl, Zakaria. Yep, this is a very, very good Gladbach team, and you could see why they're in the position they are. They win this game, they go through to the next round of the Champions League. We're not letting that happen, guys. Let's go out there and get a result here away in Germany. Just imagine how bad it would be for us to go right into the Europa League. I mean, it'll be embarrassing. The funny thing is, it'll be still better than what Inter did in real life, so yeah, but nah, man, I don't want to get into the Europa League. I feel like our team is far better than what the Europa League demands, and we've just got to get through Borussia Mönchengladbach. But straight away you're seeing a ton of pressure from them because they know what's at stake. Gladbach are playing for a place in this competition as well, but I thought we were going to hit them on the break here. We might just do. Lukaku couldn't get that under control. Problems here for us. It's Thuram down the wings, and I do not like what I'm seeing here. We've got to block any sort of a cross, which we cannot do. Chance for them. Handanovic, sensational goalkeeping. He's going to be played of the episode no matter what happens. The amount of saves he's made in this episode, that's the kind of save that has kept the club in the Champions League so far. Unreal from Handanovic. The corner comes in. We've got to get this one away. All the hard work done by Handanovic is completely thrown away there. Like, honestly, that is awful. Honestly. How? How have we given him so much open space there? We're 1-0 down, and as things stand, we're going right into the Europa League. We cannot let this happen, guys. We absolutely can't. This long ball approach from Borussia Mönchengladbach is somehow working, and I'm not a fan of this. That's a good challenge from Bastoni, and look at the space Moussa Diaby has got there to exploit. There's nobody catching him there. Moussa Diaby bombing forward. He's got a bit of a knock on himself as well, but he is pushing through. A cross in for maybe Mario of all players. Why wasn't Lukaku the one there making the run? That's the frustrating part of that attack. Lautaro Martinez looks for Christian Eriksen. Here he goes. Christian Eriksen has somehow broken through. Still Eriksen inside. The pass was so bad. Maybe I should have just gone for goal with him. We're wasting opportunities like that. In the final third, I've got to be more effective. Lukaku's strength there was unbelievable. Here he goes. Romelu Lukaku has broken through there. Big chance for us. Romelu Lukaku inside. That fake shot was awful, but Lautaro opportunistic. What a finish from Lautaro Martinez. He capitalized on the loose ball brilliantly, and that's 1-1 against Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'm so relieved we've managed to get the equalizer before halftime. That just eases the pressure massively on us, because now, as things stand, it's Inter Milan that are going through to the next round of the Champions League, courtesy of that banger from Lautaro. Let's keep pushing now. Let's not give Gladbach any sort of hope. I'm hoping we can score the next goal, because then Gladbach will be under all sorts of pressure. Big moment in the game for us. Lautaro with the equalizer. Brozovic. Oh, Lautaro has made a good run. It's a lovely pass for Lautaro. Gets it in his stride. Lautaro manages to finesse that pass to the keeper. It's 2-1 against Gladbach. We've managed to turn things around, and that is such a relief. We're now front runners to finish second in this group. Let's freaking go, guys. 2-1 up against Gladbach. Now they need to score 2 goals. Brozovic is having a brilliant game. A lovely assist there from him after he won the ball from deep. Lautaro with the finish. And as I said, it's 2-1 Inter Milan. And as things stand, we're going through to the next round of the Champions League. We've also got a 2-goal cushion, because even a draw sends us through. Why am I wearing an Inter jersey? Is that stupid glitch back again in the game? Anyways, we'll run with it. Here we go now with Romelu Lukaku. Lautaro. Back for Lukaku. João Mario. We're keeping possession smartly. ERIKSEN. Lautaro. Lukaku. It's Diaby. This is phenomenal football from us. Romelu Lukaku with a big chance, but the keeper makes a save. That was one of the best phases of build-up we've had all season long. It was genuinely sublime, involved pretty much all of our attackers, and I feel like we deserved more from that. Frustrating that we couldn't convert that. Looks for Lautaro, who's by the way on a hat-trick, looking to turn his man. Still Lautaro, brilliantly done. There's the hat-trick goal for Lautaro Martinez. A hat-trick in the Champions League. Simply sensational from the Argentine. That's one of his best performances in an Inter shirt. 3 goals when we needed him the most, and 3 sublime goals as well. This was just unreal. Like the dribbling there to get past that defender, took it on his right foot, and then a sensational finish past the keeper. 3-1 up against Gladbach, and I feel like that should be it. There's no comeback from Gladbach here. We should be going through now to the Champions League's round of 16. Let's freaking go. Lautaro Martinez stepped up for us, and I think it's the correct time to make some changes and rotate the squad. Diaby looks finished, man. He's also had a bit of a knock. He's done a great job so far. We'll now bring him off for Lazaro. Alexis Sanchez to come on for Lautaro. And we'll also bring on Barella for Christian Eriksen. That's the plan. Zakaria. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, Handanovic with the save. Zakaria again. And okay, I have no idea what happened there, because I think my defender got caught up with another Borussia Mönchengladbach player and tripped. Because of that, Gladbach got a simple chance, and Handanovic initially made the save, so that was brilliant of him, but on the rebound you can't really expect that. Look at my number 20. He was skipping around with that other guy. How is that even legal? But anyways, Gladbach get themselves another goal. I'm grateful Lautaro bagged a hat-trick, so we still are pretty comfortable in this one, but 10 minutes to go. We can't take anything for granted. Let's go, guys. The ref has blown the final whistle. We're through to the next round of the Champions League. We've made it out alive from this group, which is awesome, as Lautaro Martinez in his jacket walks home with the match ball. What a performance from the Argentine. I seriously can't wait to find out who we'll be up against in the round of 16. So Moussa Diaby has been hit with a casual bruised shoulder injury. This happens to so many players on career mode, which I don't really understand. But 5 days, that's actually good news. He won't be out for a long-term injury because, yeah, I'm really pissed about the Perisic and Arturo Vidal injury anyway. So 5 days is fine. There you go, guys. Second in our Champions League group. Really happy about this. The draw hasn't been made yet for the round of 16. That will be probably in the next episode, so I can't wait for it. But second in the group, just a couple of Real Madrid, I'll take it. Just to keep the progress flowing in this series, we're going to get through another game through simulation. It's against Cagliari. We do pick up a 3-1 win, which I'll absolutely take. Lukaku, Eriksen and Brozovic scoring. That could be Eriksen's final goal in an Inter Milan shirt. And there you go, it has happened. Eriksen has been sold to RB Leipzig. The deal has gone through, and in January he will become an RB Leipzig player, which means as soon as the window opens, we'll be on the hunt for a midfielder. Is it going to be Coutinho? You guys let me know. Our budget is approximately 100 million. We could actually go for a better play than Felipe Coutinho, if I'm being honest. But we can only sign one player in the window. Do we go big and sign a superstar for that midfield to replace Eriksen? Let me know in the comments section, because it's a big decision that we'll be needing to make soon. So I can't wait for that. The gap between us and AC Milan is still 4 points. We've just got to hope we can keep applying the pressure on them and not slip up and be ready. Because when AC Milan step up, we have to take advantage of that. Before we wrap things up, player of the episode for me, Lautaro and Handanovic were standout performers. Lautaro, a hat-trick when it mattered in the Champions League. Handanovic was immense against Juve, brilliant in the Champions League as well. So it's actually a very difficult one. Do we give it to a hat-trick hero in Lautaro, 3 brilliant goals, or Handanovic, who was so good in goal? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. But with that, guys, this is where we're wrapping up today's episode of the Inter Milan career mode. Next episode, transfer window opens and we're on the hunt for a midfielder. A big signing is about to happen in this series, and I can't wait for it, so stay tuned for that. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying this series, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you all next time.